Welcome back, everyone, to another episode in our commentary series on the writings of Ajmal. From his website, theborderofamind.com.
Yes.
And today we are going to be looking at a blog post called Deeper Signatures. And this is all about, this idea of intelligent design.
Okay. Hey.
But he approaches it from a very interesting perspective.
Yeah. I think Ajmal's got this knack for framing these sort of big philosophical, maybe even spiritual questions in a way that kind of feels both personal and universal at the same time.
Yeah, he really does. And so he's not just coming at this and saying, well, look how complex life is. This must mean that there's a designer. He goes deeper than that.
Yeah.
He says, look around at the natural world and really look at the details. And he points to what he calls these signatures in nature that point towards this, clear intelligence.
Right. So it's not just complexity for complexity's sake, but he's saying there's something more here. There's intentionality behind it.
Yeah.
There's a purposefulness to the way that things are structured and the way that they function.
So maybe before we jump into these signatures, can we just take a quick step back?
Yeah.
And define intelligent design.
Sure.
For anyone who might not be familiar.
Yeah, intelligent design really boils down to the idea that certain features of the universe and of living things are best explained by an intelligent cause.
Okay, so there's a purpose to the design.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so let's look at some of these signatures that Ajmal highlights.
Okay.
He starts with something we see all the time. Butterfly wings.
Yeah, butterfly wings.
Why are they so significant in his view?
Well, think about it. Butterfly wings aren't just beautiful, they're also incredibly complex, the patterns that you see on them. They're not just random splashes of color. It's precisely arranged scales that manipulate light. And they help the butterfly in a variety of ways. Camouflage, attracting mates, even regulating their temperature.
I'm picturing like those blues and greens shimmering as the butterfly moves. Like this hidden language of light and color.
It really is. And for Ajmal, that's a real key point. It's that level of detail, the way that form and function are so beautifully combined. That points towards a designer. He sees that as a signature not of chance, but of intent.
So he's going beyond just the surface beauty. He's asking us to consider the why behind the beauty.
Exactly.
Fascinating. Okay. Now, he doesn't just stop at butterflies, though.
No, he doesn't. He moves on to the human eye, which actually comes up a lot in these discussions about intelligent design.
Yeah. And he breaks down the complexity of the eye.
He does. The cornea, iris, lens, retina, all these pieces working together to create vision.
It really is like a machine, this perfectly calibrated machine.
Yeah, and a very delicate one at that. If any of those components is off, even slightly, your vision can be severely impacted.
Yeah, and so that's what he's highlighting here, is the fact that this system is so finely tuned and so interdependent. That, to him, that's another one of those signatures that points to something more real.
He sees a purposefulness in that design.
Okay, I see how he's building his case.
Yeah.
He moves from those very visual examples, like the butterfly wings, to something as intricate as our own bodies. Does he give any other examples?
He does in this post.
Yeah.
Well, he goes on to talk about plant systems, the way roots seek out water, the process of photosynthesis. He even talks about the air we breathe, the delicate balance of gases that makes life possible. All of that becomes a signature for him.
So he's really encouraging us to look around and see these signs everywhere.
He is.
It's interesting, though, that he doesn't really try to force this belief on the reader.
That's true.
He's really framing it as more of an invitation.
Yes, definitely an invitation to think, to explore, to question.
And there's that line at the end of the post that really stuck with me,
I know which one you're talking about. It's a good one.
where he says, there are signs in them for those who use their intellects.
It is a challenge, isn't it?
It is. He's asking us to look deeper, to consider this possibility of this greater intelligence at work.
And that's what makes Ajmal's writing so compelling. He's not trying to give you all the answers. He's asking the questions and encouraging you to find your own answer.
Yeah, and it's thought-provoking and personal at the same time.
Absolutely.
So if anyone is interested in exploring these ideas further, I highly encourage you to check out his blog.
Yes, please do.
It's theborderofamind.com.
Theborderofamind.com.
And be sure to tune in to future episodes of our commentary series as we continue to explore more of Ajmal's writings and his unique perspective on the world.
Looking forward to it.